Notice what you said there. What was the first word? If. I asked you a yes or no question, and I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you think the people you're associating with during all this are good people? Yes or no?
Yeah.
You think they're good people?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
you don't
that's
take
Rin's
any.
opinion.
You're not going to what?
You're not gonna make me budge on that. I'm sorry.
Good on you, Rin. You know, even if Rin were to turn around and say no, I would still say good on you for sticking with it. Stick to your guts, Rin.
Um, I care for them, and
Why?
they always have a good part of them, unless
Yeah.
they're like a
Everybody has.
pedophile
Rin.
or.
Rin. Everyone has a good part of them. That doesn't justify the wrongs they do.
I don't think Rin said that. I think Rin said the exact opposite of that. I think Rin literally said that. I think Rin said, yeah, they have bad things about them, but aside from that, they're good people.
You know what these people are like. You know Akumu and Kumo are transphobes. You know Kumo put my wife in videos too. And do not, because I'm tired of hearing this nonsense, say, well, I disagree with that, as though it would have been acceptable to you if it was anybody you liked.
I don't think Rin ever said that was acceptable. I think Rin's always expressly disagreed with that shit. What?
Truth of the matter, Rin, is these people, whether they realize it or you realize it, know full well it's real easy to get you on their side so long as they're nice to you. And you'll excuse any sort of nonsense so long as people are nice to you. A marker of somebody is not inherently how they treat their friend, because who doesn't treat their friend nice?
Yeah, I know these people have been consistently cordial and nice with you and transparent with you. But they don't care about you like I do. I'm willing to call you out. I'm willing to tell you when you fucked up. As if we haven't also done that. This Pokemon themed Marvel shit is like really getting my autism going.
It's how they treat other people. Because here's the thing, all of this
It's also about you, Lio, and how you treat other people. It goes both ways, man.
You are giving all these whataboutisms.
This guy sucks. Also, whataboutisms? Rin hasn't given any. What whataboutism has Rin made, guys? I haven't heard. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't heard Rin do any sort of whataboutisms here. Kumo would have done it anyway, whether or not Rin spoke up about disagreeing with putting Lio's wife in the video, yeah. Enlaa disagreed with it and voiced her opinion. I did too! I said, like, I didn't agree with that going into the video. Even Vlad said he kind of disagreed with it. Or no, wait, I think Vlad said it... God, did Vlad say it was his idea? I forget. Shit. Whose fucking idea was it? Whatever. But I disagreed with it regardless. And I've made that pretty clear, like, both in private and publicly. Why is he making Rin take accountability for their friend's actions? Exactly. I mean, he did the exact same thing with Rosa. It was Rosa's fault that Nekopon was allowed to go free in a server that Rosa had no control over. I literally commented and said it was wrong. Lots of people were against it. Yeah. A lot of people, including myself, disagreed with how Kumo handled that. There's a lot of things I disagree with about how Kumo handles things, but while I can give advice and express disapproval, it's not my place to try and control him or anybody else as to what they do because they're adults who can make their own choices. And you can still continue to support them while also disagreeing with some of their methods. Because that's what empathy looks like.
You certainly didn't give to me.
You didn't give it to
and you
me.
wouldn't either.
You didn't give kindness to me. You didn't give the benefit of the doubt to me when I did so much for you. Oh, we'll get to that, don't worry. But keep all that rhetoric in mind. Just keep it in the back of your head. It'll come up later, I promise.
Your tweets show that.
Where
was the talk about everybody having a good place when you're sitting there calling me an abuser?
We gotta get through this.
You do have a good side, though, too.
That's not what I asked you. Not what I asked you, Rin. I will not allow you to sit here and pivot like that. You are going to answer me
directly. Paint it like that? You have a good side, too. No, I will not allow you to paint it like that. What are you disagree with what Rin said? I will not allow you to sit here and say that I too have good qualities. I'm not gonna let you sit here and make yourself sound good right now. I'm not while I'm trying to paint you as a monster.
I have been very patient with you. I have not raised my voice at you. I have not yelled at you.
You literally are. You specified at the beginning of this confrontation that you are physically unable to raise your voice right now.
You will answer my questions as I ask them. You will not deviate.
I have not raised my voice at you, but I am making unreasonable demands of you and not letting you say your side of the story, and demanding apologies from you that aren't gonna be genuine, and trying to guilt trip you, and turn you against people that you trust, and bring your personal abusive father into online drama, and compare Akumu to your abusive father. But no, I'm not, like, strong-arming you or abusing you in any way. Nope. Not a bit. Listen, I don't blame Rin for not having a spine. Okay, they were not cut out for this, clearly.
Can you re-ask it? Sorry.
You can go on and make all sorts of excuses for people who are nice to you or people you like,
What excuses has Rin made about people that were nice to them? What excuses have they made? All they said is that I think that they're good people. That's not an excuse. It's not making excuses for them.
regardless of their egregious actions.
How old is Rin? I actually don't know.
But you don't for people you don't. Because you had no problem turning a thing that was allegedly, and I quote, for the victims, to being all about me. So where was that talk about me having a...
It actually wasn't all about you, but whatever. Go off, I guess.
Good side. When you said I am not reliable dealing with predation cases, that I'm...
You're literally not.
An abuser.
It's been proven that you're not. It's been proven that you've admitted to being an abuser. You've literally admitted that you were scared that if you ever had kids, you would abuse them. You are an abuser. You've admitted to having abusive tendencies and having to have apologized for how you treated people in the past.
Oh, and then we have you who...
I won't retread this. I've already made my point on that.
Drop Nil, but somehow Nil magically is able to still message you, telling you that I'm accusing you of something but had nothing to do with you.
Telling you that I am accusing you of something that I had... Be fucking specific!
I did not drop Nil?
I was told that you stopped talking to Nil because of their hypersexuality.
What?
No, that's not true.
I was told by some third party this rumor about you dropping Nil, and I'm just gonna take it as fact, and then act surprised when it's not true. When I hear it from the source that it's not true.
Well, then you got a lot of explaining to do to Neurofunk as well, because you told them that too.
I said...
Neurofunk does not like Nil. You expect them to be honest about Nil?
Tommy.
You told me and them Nil.
Nil. You don't know that. He's just treating this as fact that, oh, because somebody told me this, it must be true. But now he's treating it as if it did happen as a fact, when he doesn't know that.
I did not drop Nil. I told Nil to drop Tommy.
Either way,
reasonable.
Let's assume that's right, that somehow Neurofunk and I have the same information. Where was that concern then? No, instead you just ran with something Nil said, didn't verify.
You sure you weren't just playing a game of telephone, Lio? And maybe you seriously can't concede on one thing when you're told that probably didn't happen?
I didn't ask questions, just went off on a tirade.
What are you talking about?
Further accusing me of things.
Like what?
Matter of fact, I think your exact words were that you hate me so much.
And is Rin wrong to hate you? Is that a sin that Rin has committed? Are people not allowed to hate you, Lio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on Rin for owning that.
Because what? Because I didn't do dick to you.
I didn't do anything to you. How could you hate me? I didn't do anything to you. I've done nothing to nobody, even though I've admitted that I have abusive tendencies and I've been shown in text messages with you to have said abusive things and have abusive rhetoric, but I've done nothing to you.
I was going to accuse you of that, Rin. Why wouldn't I use your most known name?
What?
Or do you think you're the only person on God's green earth that's the name Damien? You of that, Rin. Why wouldn't I use your most known?
God, okay, I know what he's talking about because he refuses to be specific. He's talking about a time where he was calling out somebody for, like, making a parody NSFW account of Streamline Workshops and then using their first name, Damien. And then Rin, I guess, erroneously came to the assumption, like, and this is a fault on Rin's part, don't get me wrong, that Rin just blindly assumed that he was talking about him and went off about it publicly. And they had like a public spat about it in Twitter replies, which was definitely a mistake on Rin's part. They should have like calmed the fuck down and read the situation first before coming to like blanket assumptions like that. That was an impulsive thing on Rin's end. For sure. So that's what he's referring to.
Name. Or do you think you're the only person on God's green earth that has the name Damien?
I know what he's going for here.
That was wrong, my assumption on my part.
Oh, trust me, I know. But this is my point. You will give grace to the most horrendous things on the platform so long as they're your friends.
What horrendous things? Not using the right pronouns? Not respecting someone's pronouns is the most horrendous thing on the internet? What about cat torture or cat murder? I think that's way worse. I knew there were a couple of YouTubers on this platform that abused their pets. What about Ruby Frank that abused and tortured her children for internet views for YouTube? But this, no, using someone's pronouns is the worst, the most horrendous thing that people have ever done on this platform is using the wrong pronouns. And having ideological views that are different from yours. Or have different moral values than you. That's the most horrendous thing. No, I'm not on call. No. No, God, no.
You can say all sorts of things about my behaviors, some of them very valid.
Actually, you know what? Since he's opened the line of communications, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot that Lio sent me another DM. I forgot to respond to it. But I'll respond to it now. Lio says, apparently some people are convinced that Rin was set up in this and wasn't allowed to bring people in. I don't think anybody said that, but alright. Neurofunk was the friend they wanted in the call, and Rabbit was in the audience. Nothing they requested was denied. I mean, fair enough. I wasn't making that claim, but... Alright, this is a question that's been brewing in the back of my mind. I'm gonna do it. I've been meaning to ask him this for the longest time. Fuck it, might as well. I say, Jordan once claimed you had upwards of 25 cats in your care. Is that true or untrue? Alright, ball's in your court, big man. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, it's back on Subway Surfers. I'm in Walmart and I hear someone in the produce aisle chastising Poopus Scoopus for disrespecting based sanic... I see, you're making a joke. Oh, he's responding. And the verdict is... I own every cat in the world. Well, it doesn't answer my question, but... whatever. Enlaa asking the real questions. Hey, look, I care. I got priorities. I care about the cats, okay? I am a cat advocate. A catvocate, if you will. Alright, well, clearly he doesn't want to answer that question, so I'll just take that as no comment. I'll assume that's a no comment then. I'll just give him a cool thumbs up. Nice thumbs up emoji, and we'll continue the video.
And it's not just, well, I disagree with that. I drag Coyote here in Senate, but enough of his neck.
I drag Coyote here in Senate, okay. And
published that call. Did it to Misanthropony too.
It was after, you know, you allegedly held on to that information. Okay, thank you, Crystal. After you allegedly held on to the information of what Coyote did for 8 months, allegedly, although I personally have seen no proof of that, and I don't really care enough, to be honest.
And if I still had contact with Aaron, I would do it with them, too. You won't.
There are plenty of other people that you haven't done that for, like Fuchsia Butters, Nezzy, Ms. Zizi. Have you ever tried to get them into calls? Oh, Lyle responds, more importantly, what's it to you? Just wanted to know if that was true or not. So maybe he does want to answer the question. Why? It's interesting that he won't just answer. You know what? I'll be honest with him. Alright, I told him I'm just gonna keep it simple with you so there isn't a back and forth, thanks. You don't have to answer the question if you don't want, and I'll just note it as no comment. Bro, the Subway Surfer is fighting for their life. I don't need to get into a DM argument with Lio about owning 25 cats. I just want to know if it's true or not. Why are you asking me questions? Proceeds to answer with a question. So you can ask questions, but I can't. Interesting. Come on. I just wanted to know if it was true or not, because I wanted to know. I think I answered this question already. Alright, we're at an impasse here. I'm just gonna take it as no comment. Yeah, I'm gonna take that as no comment. Alright, let's continue. Wait, wasn't I looking for something? Shit. I forgot. Oh yeah, no, I was asking you about the cats, that's right.
You have literally now in this call said you will excuse transphobia so long as they're your friend.
No? No? No, that Rin didn't say that. Wait, what?
You won't. Because they're nice to you. You have literally now in this call said you will excuse transphobia so long as they're your friend.
You have literally said that you will excuse transphobia so long as they're your friend. I'm pretty sure Rin said the opposite. That they disagree with the transphobia but still think that they're good people. Enlaa, I'm going to need the link for the Subway Surfer gameplay because it's making me giggle. Yeah, it's like the worst fucking Subway Surfer gameplay in the world.
You will excuse people bringing other people's wives into things so long as they're your friend.
He didn't excuse it, though. He never excused it.
I want you to tell me how this is justified.
Rin doesn't even really talk to Kumo all that much, as far as I'm aware. Rin is trans!
Because I can tell you this much. I can tell you this much. Pay very close attention to what I'm going to say to you. If Jar did a video on you and put your father on the video, everybody be coming to me wanting his head. And you'd be leading that charge.
What? What? If Jar made a video on you and put your father in the video... Wait. 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 Wait?
Close attention to what I'm going to say to you. If Jar did a video on you and put your father on the video, everybody be coming to me wanting his head.
If Jar made a video about you and put your father in the video, everybody would be coming to me wanting his head. You sent me a DM? Okay. Enlaa, how do I get into the Minecraft? Oh, you just need to give me... It's a weird tangent. You just need to give me your Minecraft IGN and I can invite you. Let's... Listen, I'm not gonna make assumptions about his angle here because we've established that Lio says a lot of dumb shit without really thinking about it. But that could be perceived as a threat. Just hear me out. Considering that Lio talks to Jar on a regular basis and says, oh, if Jar makes a video and puts your dad in it. No, you didn't, Leia. You liar. People are gonna be gunning for your dad. You wouldn't like that, would you? I literally didn't. God damn, the Subway Surfers gameplay is almost over. We'll have to find a new one.
And you'd be leading that charge.
And you'd be leading that charge? What? So he's saying, oh yeah, you'd want people to come and attack your dad. What are you talking about?
So if that ever does happen to me, I should just excuse it by saying, well, Josh's nice to me. How would you feel if I did that to you?
Who came after your wife, Leo?
Tell me.
I gotta be honest, Lio, nobody even knew that was your wife. That was your wife's photo until you mentioned it was your wife. Until you made a big stink of it. He said everyone would want Jar's head, not Rin's dad? Oh, okay. Wait. No, oh god, I'm so confused now. Yeah, okay, guys. I see what you're saying. I got a little, we'll just continue, I guess. But yeah, I might have misread something. Oh wait, that's Subway Surfers again. God damn it.
I would be angry. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be real angry. The only things I will give you credit for that you won't excuse is child predation.
The only thing you won't excuse is child predation? That leaves a lot of other things open to the idea that Rin excuses them.
Congratulations on
like cat murder?
meeting the bare minimum.
It's not the bare minimum, but whatever.
You will accuse people without evidence. You will claim you care about somebody knowing literally nothing about them. Because you don't care about Jordan. And I'm saying that as somebody who did.
I don't know if you can prove
personally,
that.
you care about who you can weaponize when you're mad at somebody else. And the FCK Twitter account proves that in spades. And you admitted to that. You admitted you utilized it because you knew people were listening so you could have your own little issues with the SEC. Here's the other thing that I'm going to take you to task for right now. You did not divulge to Akumu.
Why is he doing this fucking voice? This voice is fucking killing me. This anime villain voice. God damn it. You didn't disclose to Akumu something very, very awful, didn't you? Why does he talk like this? It makes it hard to listen to this shit, man.
You know, you saw his live stream with me. Why'd you lie by omission to Akumu?
About what? I think I know what he's referring to already, but he's got to be specific. He loves leading like with this mysterious like, oh, you know what I'm speaking of, don't you? It's like, just be honest, be straightforward. Come on.
Because I was scared that if I spoke, that I would get legal action. I made that clear.
Oh, no. I'm talking about to Akumu. Akumu.
Akumu.
No,
not to us. No. You've never been scared of legal action before because you had no problem telling me you were still scared of the SEC, which of course now is contradicted by you attacking them.
I mean, Rin told me. Rin told a lot of people. Rin told Laka. Rin told Akumu, pretty sure.
Using that account by your own admission. So don't even.
Don't.
Yoon may buy that, I don't. And Yoon's welcome to.
You don't buy anything he said so far, so what is the point of this call?
You were scared of legal action.
What are you expecting to get out of this?
Knew we found out. You would have ducked and ran. Or you wouldn't have gotten involved at all. You went on one day while I was driving to Dallas to visit my in-laws.
My in-laws?
For 4 hours.
That's what you guys were talking about? Yeah, he says in-laws the way he says my name. Yeah, you're right. Moo, what a cow. Oh my god. This sounds like when that one girl was in the Rosa call and she's like, you said something that was so, like, surprising to me that I nearly wrecked my car! Like, this sounds like, I was driving to Dallas when you did this. To Dallas! My Enlaas.
About how scared of the SEC you are, but the moment you think you can essentially sweep their legs, there you are in the front line.
I mean, yeah, he's got a point there. Like, I think Rin seriously just got completely overconfident. And, I think they let that confidence get to their head, for sure. There's not much excusing that. I feel like Rin felt safety in that support, and that safety led to arrogance on Rin's part. Did I play? Yeah, it's playing, guys, don't worry.
This is no, go ahead. I want to hear what you got to say.
No, you don't. You cut him off every time.
I do apologize, at least.
What?
Huh?
Oh?
For what? I listed out a whole bunch of things
for
here.
hurting you.
Look, Rin, how do I put this delicately? You're not capable of hurting me. You didn't hurt me, you pissed me off.
Wait, go back.
I put this delicately. You're not capable of hurting me.
You're not capable of hurting me. I'm impervious. I can't be hurt. But then, you know, oh, Peaches abused me.
You didn't hurt me, you pissed me off.
Yeah, clearly. You're in a narc rage right now.
You proved. Jace right, once again. You proved that the people I try to help don't want it. It's why you constantly went behind my back to get back online multiple times in 2023.
You know what we need for this? Give me a second. Okay, now I think it's open.
It's why you still ran around spaces you knew you weren't wanted in. It's why the moment you got a small inkling of being able to fire back at people you were mad at for calling you out, you took it.
You know what? I gotta side with Lio here. I don't think he's wrong in that assertion. That, yeah, Rin definitely jumped on an opportunity to... Maybe not with the intention specifically to get back at people. The subway person has given up, bro. I like it. I really like it. It adds character. It encapsulates my personality. That jump scared me? Yeah, sorry, maybe it's too loud. I do think that Lyle was right in that assertion. I don't blame him for coming to that conclusion about Rin because... Alright, anyway.
You have done unquestionable damage to people.
I don't know if I'd call it... I don't know if I'd take it to that extreme, but they definitely messed up, yes. They made a mess of things, yes. Hurt people's feelings, yes. But I don't know if they've done unquestionable damage. That's just, hyperbolic.
For nothing.
For nothing? For nothing? I don't know. I feel like calling out the FCK was at least for something.
For nothing. Do you really think you helped any victims with that account?
You really think you helped any victims with that account?
I did, because
Who'd you help? Who'd you help? Tell me.
Why do you want names? But I'll name them Gary, Jamesy, Teddy.
Teddy. You think you helped Teddy? Interesting.
Teddy expressed it this taste, but like I sent the money, even though I care for them, and I care for them.
No. If I care for my wife and get her a dog, but then make sure that dog is never in...
Oh my god, here goes another gray analogy. Another lionism.
Contact with my wife, that's not me showing that I care for my wife. You did not care. These are not the actions of someone who cares for others. Caring takes self-sacrifice. You don't have that, Rin. You've demonstrated it multiple times.
No comment.
Multiple times. In this call, you've
on the beach now. Ooh.
You've admitted that you've been spiteful. You've been vindictive. You utilized a platform that was supposed to help people who were victims to attack other people falsely.
I mean, prove that it was falsely. Let's get that out of the way.
And to scream about me being an abuser with no evidence. So if somebody accuses you of the same, should I accept it and do videos on it, or should I make tweets about it, Ren?
Enlaa, concentrate. Working on it.
You're right.
But what? What's the but here?
I shouldn't have done that.
You're right, you shouldn't. I know you shouldn't. I'm the one saying you shouldn't have. But you are still here.
Yeah, Rin, don't take the credit away from Laya when he's right. He gets the credit for that. Don't try to steal his credit for being right. He needs this. He's not right very often.
Still trying to make excuses for the fact that you would enable people who spread hateful rhetoric.
Where?
Because they're your friends. And this is always your trap. Always your failure on this end. You overlook horrendous actions by other people so long as they're your friend. You, as their friend, should be up their butt about stuff like this more than anybody else, because that's what a friend does. And I can tell you this very bluntly, because I have friends here too. I have friends in this call right now. And I have people who...
Wait, hold on.
And I can tell you this very bluntly, because I have friends here too. I have friends in this call right now.
What? No way. It's almost like this is happening in your server, where everybody here is a fan or friend of yours. What? Oh my god, you're never gonna believe this, Rin, but there are people in this server that are my friends.
And I have people who maybe not even consider themselves my friends here. For example, I'll go ahead and give you a rundown. Pizza here, I don't know if he considers me a friend. I consider him something of one. If he thinks I'm wrong, he's up in my face about it immediately.
Yawn, I don't care.
So is Busy Robot Hands. So is Strunkle. Lord knows Weebus is. And God, Monstrous is. Monstrous is with a smile on her face and a switch in her hand, because she takes delight in telling me I'm wrong.
Holy shit, I don't care.
You don't. And I know you don't. Because I've seen, you will sit there to a guy you know, makes comments about raping women.
What? Okay. Who makes comments about raping who? Vlad? Okay, yeah, Vlad does. Vlad does. Luna, I gotta be honest, we're not friends, because I don't know you. Don't get me wrong, this ain't some kind of parasocial relationship. I'm sorry to get your hopes up. We were never friends, cunt. Nah, dude, imagine hearing this shit at the checkout. Yeah, he's been at the Walmart McDonald's for 4 hours. Like, dude, get up and do something.
Zoo porn, and you will try to be polite to him? Oh, Crystal. I didn't even know you were in the chat. I was just primarily with people in the chat. Crystal will absolutely get up in my face. Crystal will tell me in front of other people to shut up. So why be polite to someone like Gilded Poo? Is he your friend too?
He's not.
Yeah, he's not.
So why be polite to him? With all the crap you've seen him do, what he's done to other people.
Okay, hold on.
Too. Is he your friend too?
He's not.
So why be polite to him?
Why be polite to people who aren't your friends? By that logic, why should you be polite to anyone who isn't your what? Is he trying to say that you don't have to be polite to people who aren't your friends? I mean, he's technically not wrong. You don't have to be polite to people who aren't your friends, but... You can't be polite to strangers? You know what also is polite? Using someone's correct pronouns. But, I mean, if we don't have to be polite to strangers, we don't have to use their pronouns if we're not being polite to them. I don't know. Again, I don't have to be respectful to someone I don't respect. That's such a weird thing that... It's moving the goalposts, because he's like, oh, these are your friends. You make excuses for your friends. And then they go, well, Vlad's not my friend. And he goes, yeah, but you're still polite. Like, again, another, like, goalpost shift, where it's like, well, you're still polite to him. Why would you be polite to someone who's not your friend?